Congratulate our kids on a great effort in the second half. I thought we got back playing with the type of energy and effort that we had a little earlier in the year. For whatever reason, in the last few games, it seemed like we lost. To the point where, the last couple of days of practice, we've been talking about getting back to what our guys are talking about in Canada in terms of our effort. But I thought, obviously, we were able to, in the second half, get our defense to turn into some offense. We were able to get our hands on some balls and come away with some big rebounds. I was really excited about BJ's rebounding effort tonight. I was really excited about Jerry's contributions. But I thought that, and Jerry's energy, but I thought that everybody on our team that played, I thought, contributed well to the outcome of the game. There were no, not that we didn't make any mistakes, because we certainly did that, but I didn't think that we had, at least in the second half, any lapses in the effort department, which I thought that's what it would take to beat this team. I personally thought that they were a very good basketball team. I saw them manhandle Boston College and lose at the buzzer basically to Ole Miss, who I think is a really good team out of the Southeastern Conference. I felt like Penn State had Big Ten athleticism and Big Ten physicality, and the guard is Frazier's. He's really, really good. But I thought our guys executed our game plan very well. We obviously missed some shots and didn't shoot the ball well. I'd love to see us play with that kind of effort one day and make shots like we're capable of, percentage-wise.
Spoke of sort of that lapse of effort in the first half. What do you attribute that to? Just sort of maybe part of the season was kind of a wall, or essentially the time of the year?
That's a good question. I personally told our guys in the locker room at halftime that we were licking our wounds and feeling sorry for ourselves because of the result of our last game. And I firmly believe that that's what was happening to us. And in the second half, when we had guys make mistakes, they didn't have their head up, they didn't make an extra pass, when we didn't defend, they just came out. We found the five guys eventually that were going to be the buy-in team guys, and that's what we'll continue to do. And I substituted a lot more today. I felt like in our last game, I thought we lost the game because we had guys out there that probably didn't have as much hop in their step as they needed to have. And quite frankly, I came into this game personally thinking that no matter what happens, we're not going to lose this game because we got tired guys on the floor at the end. We're going to make sure that we play our bench, get deep. We had a situation where one of our players was a little bit late for something, so we didn't start. We started Barnes instead. So maybe it is that time of year in terms of that, but I think in terms of our mindset as a basketball team and as a coaching staff, that was the thing that I really wanted to make sure did not happen tonight, was that we had to play guys late in the game that were less than fresh and ready to play.
Did you come into tonight hoping or expecting Jerry was going to be able to contribute like that, or did he kind of earn his way into those minutes for you?
I mean, a couple of things. Jerry's really been playing well. And quite frankly, I've got tremendous confidence in the kid. I think he brings a whole different dimension to our basketball team with his length and athleticism. He's a multiple position guy. Jerry's making shots, especially. He's always rebounding and getting passing lanes and getting deflection. When he's making shots, he's a really good player. However, tonight, Sean made some plays that weren't great coming down the stretch in the second half, and he's a really good player, but he fumbled a couple, and we kind of got him out, got Jerry in there, and Jerry just kind of got in there and made things happen. And that's just the way the rotation is.
Coach, talk about the effort you got tonight from Eric Evans, kind of like you see him taking over more of a leadership role now that he's a senior?
I mean, Eric's serious about it. BJ's serious about it. These guys, it doesn't sit well with them. We don't execute and play to the ability that they expect to execute and play to. The play Eric made, he dove across the floor there at the end to get that loose ball, might have been as good an effort play as we've ever had at Duquesne University since I've been. That was tremendous. he stopped on the dime, he was running full speed, he stopped, turned and dove back after that ball. That was a big time effort. I thought his rebound down there, when he got it out of the hands of one of the Penn State kids who got his hands on it first, and he shook it loose and got it on the baseline and then got fouled, I thought was a great effort play as well. So there's no question that young man wants to do well, he wants to play hard, and he's trying to win.
Jerry's kind of a guy that got lost in the guard mix last year, against some of the freshman guards. You mentioned he came in the offseason and worked sort of along with Eric. Is that something that you've seen pay off just in his play from last year to this year? Is he still kind of the same player?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm so happy for Jerry, because, in terms of, I guess I'm one of these guys that loves to see kids have a chip on their shoulder, work hard, and put themselves in a position to have success. I don't know how good of a coach I would be with like these blue chip caliber type of guys. We do with any of those guys, but I think in terms of Jerry, he's one of those kids that came into our program. He didn't get a lot of opportunities last year, but he did. He probably worked as hard as anybody on our team this summer. He was constantly in the gym. He was constantly in the weight room. Every day we got our report back from our weight room guy. He has a little chart where he's going to list the hardest worker. I don't know if there were 2 days all summer and then the whole preseason where Jerry Jones wasn't the top guy on that particular list. So, as a coach, you start to pay attention to that kind of stuff, and where his head is and what he desires to do. And obviously, he wants to play. He wants to be good. I'm happy for him. When he has games like this, I'm extremely happy. The defensive effort that we had late in the first half saved us tonight. In terms of that could have easily been a 10 or 12 point difference at halftime had we not guarded them and rebounded the ball. That was huge because we couldn't throw it in the ocean. We really couldn't. It seemed like every time we had it at the rim or whatever, we'd get tipped or we'd miss it. Or, it was one of those kind of night stretches in the game where we just, everything was contested. Quite frankly, you got to give Penn State a lot of credit for that, because Oliver and Travis and Ross, Travis and the guy Sasha, they really take up a lot of space down there, and they're big, and they present themselves when they come out to help on a dribble drive. They're big, they're long, and they bother us. We had to do some different things offensively in the second half because of that.
Next game is next Saturday at Western Michigan.